A special edition over here. We're going to explore the history of the Chief Rabbinate of Iran over here. We actually talked about the Spanish and Portuguese in the UK and the Commonwealth countries last week, exactly, pretty much a week ago. And we're covering a lot of different great Rabbanim. So I thought, why not add a special edition? What was the Chief Rabbinate history of Iran? First of all, I would like to say, just before I start this video, probably I'm doing this for... Also, just to mention that everyone should pray and daven, pour your hearts out for Netanel ben Tziona Gach-Remani, who is unfortunately going to get. Unfortunately, it seems like the Iranian government want to punish him in the most brutal fashion. He's a Jewish person over there, and he needs our tefillot, our prayers. Please pray for him. I urge everyone to tell everyone else to pray for him. At the moment, pray for his safety and salvation. Once again, his name is Netanel ben Tziona Gach-Remani, so please have him in mind. So now let's explore the rabbinate of Iran, and we're going to explore from the years between 1922, which is 102 years ago, till now 2024. Who are the rabbis of Iran, the chief rabbis of Iran? We know that it's something that I'm very interested in because obviously I descend from Iran originally. I was born in England naturally, but it's always good to explore what actually went on in this specific country over here. So the first chief rabbi of Iran, and it's reported over, he was a chief rabbi, I believe, for 58 years, was Rabbi Yedidya Shofet, which is a huge time period to be the chief rabbi. He was actually born in the year 1908 and passed away, reported over, in the year 2005. Naturally, he was a worldwide spiritual leader of Persian Jewish, and hopefully we will cover a video on him when it comes to his Hilula, which is going to be actually quite soon. I'm not so sure the exact date, but it's going to be pretty soon. So he was actually from Kashan and moved to Tehran after the World War II. And very interesting. I think he was fluent in several languages, including Persian, Kashi, Aramaic, and also Hebrew, which is very interesting also. He was chief rabbi of Iran, obviously, for many years, instrumental in persuading the Shah and other government officials in early 1950s to allow Iraqi Jews who had been forced to leave Iraq to find temporary refuge in Iran. He had rabbinic relationships with great rabbanim who we've covered also inside this series, including Rabbi Ovadia Hodaya and also Rabbi Ovadia Yosef, former chief rabbi of Israel. It's interesting. He was married to Rabbanit Heshmat Shofet. They had 4 sons also, and I believe 2 daughters also. And he passed away, I think, in Los Angeles in California in the year 2005. So this first chief rabbi of Israel, of Iran. And then next up was Rabbi Uriel Davidi, who was a chief rabbi. He was rabbi also of the synagogue's name was Darvazeh Dolat Synagogue. So he was the chief rabbi between the years 1980 to 1994. So we're talking about a 14-year span over here. Rabbi Uriel Davidi was. He was actually born in English year 1922 and passed away in 2006. So I believe he was probably about 84, 85 years of age by the time he passed away. He was born in an area called Khansar in Iran. And Davidi actually passed away in Jerusalem, in the Neve Yaakov, ultra-Orthodox neighborhood in Israel, where I believe he spent the last 12 years of his life. He was also the chief rabbi of Iran. He very much had close connection with Rabbi Shofet, also, which we just mentioned about also. And it's actually interesting. He was reported that he gave weekly religious lectures on Shabbats, for example, in the Tehran Darvazeh Dolat synagogue during his time. Obviously, he performed many wedding ceremonies, and he was a mohel. He did a lot of brit milahs. But and also one of his sons was Rabbi Nissim Davidi, who is the kashrut administrator, I believe, of the Rabbinical Council of California and Los Angeles. Naturally, he also being a mohel and very prominent position. Actually, what's interesting is his grandson, Uriel Davidi, is obviously a popular American Jewish singer who I've listened to some of his songs also. So it's very interesting to hear how his family has evolved and continuing Jewish pride in throughout these generations. Okay, so let's continue exploring. Then it was Rabbi Yosef Hamadani Kohen, who was the rabbi of the Yosef Abad synagogue in Iran. He had a tenure as a chief rabbi of Iran between the years 1994 to 2007. So we're talking about a 13-year tenure. So that's also quite a long time. He was actually born in the year 1916 and passed away on 29th of March in 2014. So he had a tenure of about he lived around 98 years of age approximately, and was chief rabbi naturally for 13 years. It's actually interesting. In August 2000, reported over, he met with Iranian President Mohammad Khatami, and I think he became he became member of the parliament. Morris Motamed. Sorry. I think in the year 2003, Rabbi Cohen and member of parliament Morris Motamed met with Khatami at the Yosef Abad synagogue, which was the first time a president of Iran had visited a synagogue of Islamic since Islamic Revolution. And he passed away, I believe, in Tehran on Shabbat on 29th of March 2014. So he was the next chief rabbi of Iran. And then next up was Rabbi Mashallah Golestani Nejad. He was rabbi between 2007 till the year 2011. He was once again the rabbi of the Yosef Abad synagogue and was chief rabbi of Iran then. And now next up is Rabbi Yehuda Gami also, which is he's been from 2011 till modern day. Now we're in 2024. Naturally, he's very well known over the world, and he's been the spiritual leader of the Jewish community in Iran recently. I believe he was born in the year, a conflicting age. One place says it was born in 1983, another place 1984. But be that as it may, his father actually was a surgeon in many hospitals in Tehran, including the Dr. Sapir Jewish Hospital, which is very, very interesting. And he has been the chief rabbi since 2011. It's actually interesting. I believe he went to learn he had different spells learning in Turkey, and also studied in Jerusalem in a place called Yeshivat Ateret Yisrael under Rabbi Baruch Mordechai Ezrahi. He came back to Iran for a year and continued his studies in Yeshivat Ner Yisrael in Baltimore, which is very, very interesting. He continued his studies in the United States until he got a rabbinical ordination under Rav Moshe Heinemann at the age of 25. He then returned to Iran and served as chief rabbi. Under this position, he naturally oversees the Jewish community and supervises synagogues, mikvaot, also with regards to the laws of Shita also. And I believe in 2021, Rabbi Gami took part in the Alliance of Rabbis in Islamic States, the first summit it was in Istanbul in Turkey also, which is very, very interesting. I think in the year 2021, he even visited the communities in the United States, met with many, many of the different Jewish organizations over there, and including Chabad of Lubavitch. Also, but he currently happens to be the chief rabbi of Iran. His wife is Rabbinit Sipora Gerami, also to add on that information. So, very, very interesting. This spans 102 years of the reported over. There having been at this during this period 5 chief rabbis of Iran. Naturally, most notable Rabbi Yedidya Shofet had the longest tenure for 58 years. He was naturally the rabbi of the Korosh synagogue in Iran also. So I thought, wanted to do the special edition over here. So please, everyone pray at the moment. Everyone urge everyone else to pray for Netanel Ben Ziona Gachnemani, and just for his safety and salvation. And please don't forget to watch over the previous videos we're doing on the Hilula. I'm about to go live in another place at the moment with regards to the Hilula of Rabbi Yosef Soso HaKohen. So if anyone's tuning in there, please do also. Wishing you Shavuot Tov and Barach, and take care.